Ladies and gentlemen, Apollo Theatre Productions, in conjunction with the British Broadcasting Corporation, proudly present, for the first time on stage, Not the 9 O'Clock News.
Now Jen Leeming introduces the 9 O'Clock News, while here on 2 we offer as an alternative, Not the 9 O'Clock News.
All out superpower confrontation. All out superpower confrontation. If I had a bomb and a plane to drop it from, I'd drop it on you. World leaders, I've had it up to here with your verbal diarrhea, your power, crazy bleeders. All out superpower confrontation. All out superpower confrontation. Wouldn't give a toss if a bit of chaos went your way. I wouldn't feel remorse if a little holocaust got you. Wouldn't care at all if a little bit of fallout fell in out of the blue. Wouldn't be alarmed if a bit of napalm defoliated you. If I had a bomb and a plane to drop it from, I'd drop it on you. World leaders, drop it on you. World leaders, if I had a bomb and a plane to drop it from here. All out to the bad confrontation.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. It's great to be here.
Hi.
We are the Comedy Improvisation Theater of Chicago.
Hi.
It's great to be here.
Hi.
We're looking forward to being intimate with you tonight
Hi.
on a 4 to 2,000 basis. My name is Michael. This is Martha.
Hi. I'm cute.
Hi, I'm an asshole, okay?
And I'm just weird.
Oh.
We're really into audience participation.
Yeah.
Is there anybody here who doesn't know how to masturbate? Okay, raise your hands.
Raise your hands.
Raise your hands if you don't know how to masturbate. Come on, raise your hands. Come on, raise it. Oh, good, okay. And lower them again, and raise them again, and lower them again. Good. Okay, come out here.
Very simple.
That is so sexist.
Okay. We'd like to start with a little improvisation here, okay, if you don't mind. We want you to shout out the name of your job, your profession, what you do for a living, and we'll extemporize a real crazy skit about it, okay? Come on, just shout it out.
Okay,
shout out what you do for a living. Don't any of you guys work down here at all?
We got a banker down here.
Got a banker here.
We have a banker down here. Okay, great. Let's go with the banker sketch. Hey!
Okay, well, let's go back.
Well, we've hit a bit of a hitch with banker there. Is there anybody else who does any job? Did you say you were a plumber?
You're
Are you a plumber?
Oh, no. There's no plumbing in your family at all.
There's a guy down here who looks like a plumber, Mike. But,
Yeah.
no, I don't.
He's not.
No.
I guess we'll just go with a banker sketch. Let's go with the banker sketch. Hey!
Okay, so the banker sketch. Woo! I am a housewife dusting.
I'm the baby on the rug.
And I'm her husband. I'm taking a bath, okay?
Ding dong.
I wonder who that could be.
Who's that, Mummy?
Who's at the door, honey?
I'll see. Hi.
Hello. I'm the banker. I've come to do the plumbing.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think under the circumstances, over-generous reaction. Thank you. This is actually an unscheduled moment. We normally go straight on to another sketch, but it's a rather special evening for reasons I'll explain. About 20 minutes before the show went up, we had a call backstage, and frankly, a little bit of a panic because we heard that a member of the royal family wanted to come and see the show. This show. This is serious, but absolutely genuine. No, don't laugh. It's true. He's in here somewhere. Anyway, they said the Duke of Kent and 3 guests wanted to come and see the show. We are sort of theoretically sold out, but fortunately we managed to find a party of 4 Argentinians, and we, we, uh, 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 we, We told them that if by midnight they were still within 200 miles of the theatre, we'd shoot them.
Greetings. I am sorry to interrupt your show, but I must speak with you urgently. My name is Zack. I come from another planet. It is a very different planet to this one. We have no death, no gravity, and a different shaped gear stick on the mini metro. Also, we have a different language. The reason I'm able to speak to you is through this small podule here that simultaneously translates what is keep it switched on. I come here secretly and against the expressed wishes of the Galactic Council to warn you of the imminent takeover of your civilization by my planet. All the necessary information has been gathered for the invading forces, and I can now reveal the name of the Earth agent responsible. On our planet, he was known as Lycon, or the one who asks too many questions. On Earth, he has been known as Michael Parkinson. He is now being withdrawn because his human face mask is visibly cracking. But be warned, he is to be replaced, namely by one of the Nancy boys from That's Life. I'm sorry, my podule seems to be malfunctioning in the Woolworths, Sur le pont d'Avignon, je t'aime, moi non plus, back to the shop. There may not be much time. Here are the 4 courses of action you must take to avoid the destruction of your civilization. Secondly, there are Falkland Islands, but it may be too late. Thirdly, the Schrecklicher Kartoffelkopf, Anthony Wedgwood they're carted off to the funny farm at once. Fourthly, do not buy Duracell batteries. They may last 6 times longer, but they cost 7 times as much. Farewell!
When I'm alone with you, I'm quiet and shy. You're always asking me what's on my mind. I find it hard to tell you how I feel. It's only late at night my heart's revealed. 'Cause communication comes in many ways, they say. God, for instance, speaks through Robin Day. And I express myself a curious way. 'Cause it all comes out at the end of the day. 'Cause means I respect you. Oh yes, means that I really care. Means yes, I'd like to meet your parents. Means what nice string underwear. When birds are stuck for words, they start to sing. Licking bottoms is the doggy's way. When you make love to me, all I can say is oh, 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 means I've come off the pill. Oh, oh, means how come you look so ill. Ah, means yes, I like your starter. And ow, means you should have used some butter. Oh, means do I really look like Meryl Streep? Oh, ow, ow, means damn you've fallen fast asleep.
Good evening, and welcome to the Cathedral Church of Christ the King here in Liverpool, where on this very special Sunday we are honoured with the gracious presence of His Supreme Holiness Pope John Paul II. Hello, Johnny. And our thanks go out to you and to your holy army of over 700 technicians who have been beavering throughout the night to construct this rather repellent setting.
1, 2, 3. 3 men, 2 men. Amen.
But how nice it is to see this glorious house of God filled to overflowing with over 2,000 local people come together to worship. Indeed, it makes quite a change to have so many here, because it wasn't quite the same story last week, for instance, was it? Last week, the congregation numbered 104, 96 of whom had turned up a week early by mistake. And the week before that, Harvest Sunday, there were 3 of us. Myself, the organist, Mr. Henhouse, and a packet of sultanas. Where were you bastards then? Sitting on your fat agnostic arses in front of Holiday 82, I think, watching Monsignor Cliff Mitchellmore preaching on suntan availability in the Algarve. But not tonight, eh? Oh no. Not when there's a chance of getting a whiff of the papal right guard. You trot along here in your nasty little Vatican earrings and John Paul is my kind of pontiff headscarves. Sitting on pews that haven't seen your bum or any bum in a month of Sundays. You don't know whether to sit, kneel, or stand. You're up and down like a whore's drawers. Christ was right, wasn't he? When 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, the Pope must have been shot again. Oh, to hell with it. Wheel him in.
Dearly beloved, Mark McCormack with Top 10 Commandments Limited and Last Supper Catering International proudly present a Mr. Kipling Cakes production starring His Holiness Pope John Paul Sony Betamax cassette recorder II. And here's Johnny! This production is brought to you by Magnificat Pet Foods, the Rubik's Rosary Company, and the makers of St. Teresa's Waffle Syrup, the staple papal maker.
If you believe in the Holy Ghost, why don't you try a funky papal wholemeal host? It's so natural and flavorsome, the kids will want to stay for some more. It's not a lot to pay for a really tasty wafer. If you believe in the Holy Ghost, try a little bit of wholesome, get down funky papal wholemeal host. Yum, yum.
Also available in chocolate and spearmint flavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to ask, does anyone here own a large black and white dog? Does anyone here own a large black and white dog? No. Oh my God, I just ran over the vicar. No, but seriously, folks, mare means the too good to hare means now a few impressions. Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you, nice. Tommy Cooper. Not like that. It's the way I tell them. I say. I went into a pub before the show, and just inside the door was this big pile of dog muck. I put my foot right in it and slid right across to the bar. Then this other geezer comes in. He treads in it too and slides right across the room next to me. So I says to him, here, I just did that. So he hit me. Thank you.
Be the first in your crowd to wear a t-shirt of the Turin Shroud. You'll be so proud of your Turin Shroud t-shirt. Amen.
And now, for the first time in this country, His Holiness will perform a miracle. This miracle is sponsored by the London Rubber Company and the Valderma Acne Corporation. The Papal Pimple People. Sister Ursula, the Trimphone. Now, the miracle. Using only the power of prayer and his naked hands. His Holiness will phone British Rail Inquiries and get an answer. Obviously, this miracle is extremely difficult, and His Holiness requires complete silence. I said complete silence. There's someone drumming somewhere.
Last call for later flight 674 to Tenerife, now boarding at gate 32. Thank you.
Lake
The date, the 8th of January 1982. And Laker Airways passed into the hands of the official receiver. A nation mourns. But what did Sir Freddie Laker ever do for the working classes? Hey!
Freddie, we're all on standby, and we'll stand by you. Kyrie eleison, Freddie, and your SkyTrain too. We're standing here like pilots and behaving like loons, because Tim Rice wrote the lyrics and Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote the tunes.
Our story begins at Gatwick, the year 1970.
It's Freddie, it's Freddie, it's Freddie, it's Freddie, it's Freddie, it's Fred. So we're running about and doing a lot of acting. At first we thought it was Ted, and it's definitely Fred.
I'm ready, and I am ready, and I won't go to beddy until I've done what a man has to do to achieve whatever Tim Rice and Lloyd Webber need to write a show about me. Ha!
Ha! What a daring thing to write a show about.
It's about an old clerk with a generous heart who's in love with a tart who's falling apart. It's a bit like the plot of Evita. The bullshit will flow by the litre. But
Lost.
I have a dream, and I know how crazy this sounds, that one day people will be able to fly to New York and back for £154.
For £154.
And I know how crazy that sounds.
And he knows how crazy that sounds. £154. £154. £154.
Gatwick, you're okay, Gatwick. I looked at loads of other airports, but they're not as good as you. I went to Luton, I thought in terms of Stansted, but then I chose you. You're gonna come through.
He comes from the people, he comes from the people, etc., and so on.
You people of Gatwick, so proud and courageous. We've stood here for ages, so let's go for a pint. But who will have to pay in the end? Ha! The people wanted cheap fares to the Costa Brava, but no one knew the price that they'd all have to pay. But who's this? And who gives a shit?
I feel a right tit.
Ah, yes, just one of the few left in the wake of the Laker machine, the human refuse that capitalism leaves behind it usually.
Freddie.
What is it?
When shall I see you again?
I'm a busy man. I'm a tycoon now. Time is money, etc.
Etc.
etc. etc. etc. etc.
I'm just a piece of hand baggage. That's all I am to him. He unzips me, removes a pair of underpants, and stashes me in the wardrobe of his mind. I'm like a piece of hand baggage, going round and round on one of those things they have
1981 and Freddie was in trouble. No one knew why exactly, but it was something to do with the recession. Things are looking so bad, I started pacing around.
Things are looking bad, so he started pacing around.
In New York, cancel all calls. I'm in conference.
Shouting, we're standing here shouting. It's very exciting. Just look at the lighting. Cobblers, it's a load of old cobblers. But at least we're not jobless. And the job is a dollar as long as you don't stop thinking. Don't do any thinking. While you're stuck only blinking. It's a load of old cobblers.
So now I'm alone, and your spine starts to tingle, and your spirits start to rise, because here's the hit single.
We're standing off stage humming, building the tension, while a lone guitarist is strumming a tune too intolerable to mention.
Gatwick. I'm old and fatwick. I've started choking and the lights have all gone blue. Farewell to Heathrow. Now I'm on death row. But I know you'll come through, 'cause airports like you always do. Gatwick, I'm on the Matwick. I'll miss your radar and your flashing amber lights. I'll miss your fun ways, and of course your runways. We certainly had some good times as well as some bad times.
Gatwick, etc. Gatwick, with your approaches and your nice departure lounge, etc. bookshop, duty free and so forth. You'll always be there, 'cause airports like you always, airports like you always be, airports like you always be, airports like you always, airports like you always, airports like you always, airports like you always.
The show's over, Freddie. Oh, is it? 1982 and SkyTrain went bust. And the letters, well, the letters just poured in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back on stage, together again, Mr. Paul Simon and Mr. Art Garfunkel.
Hello, London. Nice to be here.
Hello, London.
You.
Beautiful theater, Drury Lane, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes right the way up there. It's incredible. This is a song that I wrote last November, I think it was.
No.
How did you... Was it later than that?
No, I wrote it.
Oh yeah, you wrote it.
It's a song I wrote last November. It's a song about love.
And hate.
Yeah, it's a song about love and hate. It's called Here's Hoping.
It's probably stolen from a song by the Everly Brothers.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
There was a time when you and I were as close as apple and pie. There was a time when you and me were as close as typhoon and tea. But times have changed in oh so many ways, that although we're back together, we hate each other nowadays. So here's hoping your children get murdered by a madman with an axe. Here's hoping you get imprisoned for cheating on your tax. Here's hoping on holiday you get rabies.
Here's hoping your wife can't have babies.
Here's hoping your wife can, but they're all criminally insane.
Here's hoping your voice breaks and you never work again.
Asshole. My love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter, Paul, and Simon. And now we come to the part of the show where we present the awards. And first tonight, one of the most coveted prizes in show business, the Roger Moore Award. This is an award for the worst performance given during the year by a man in a leading role who's had his face dyed orange. And the nominations are Roger Moore for Cannonball Run, Roger Moore for Your Eyes Only, Roger Moore for The Wild Geese, and Ernest Borgnine for Poseidon 2. And the winner is Anthony Andrews for his BAFTA Award acceptance speech. And here to accept the award on his behalf is Donald Sinden.
Thank you, Angela, darling. It's marvelous to be here receiving the Roger Moore Award on behalf of that talented young actor, Andy Pandy. Especially here in this glorious theatre with its marvelous acoustics, which allow me to go right over the top with words such as appreciation and gratitude and porcupine. But before I do that, I have an award of my own to present, and the award is for the actor most likely to snuff it. Because his doctor has failed to tell him he is suffering from a terminal heart condition. And the nominations are Lawrence Olivier for Papworth Revisited. Sir John Gielgud for Chariots of Heartburn. And Ernest Borgnine for Poseidon 2. And the winner... Well, this is quite a surprise, darlings, because the winner is Donald Sindon. Ah! Ah!
Thank you, Donald. And the final award tonight is the award for the best performance by a crustacean. In a supporting role. And the nominations are the crocodile in Alligator, the lobster in Annie Hall, the giant prawn in Invasion of the Crab Monsters, and Ernest Borgnine for Poseidon 2. And the winner is the Winkle in The French Lieutenant's Woman.
All right, gather round, men.
Yes,
Gather
sir.
round.
Here we are, sir.
Well, we're all off to the Falkland Islands.
Oh, smashing!
The Navy can't handle the situation alone, so of course they've called the SAS in.
Better get our ropes then, sir.
Just a moment, man. There's a snag.
What's that, sir?
I've been and reckoned this job, and unfortunately, we can't use our ropes.
What? Can't use our ropes, sir? That's ridiculous.
No, the Falklands are far too flat.
Too flat, sir?
Yes, the cliffs are tiny and everyone lives in little bungalows. I've been and checked the job from every angle, and I'm afraid there's no way we can use our ropes.
Sir.
You're very quiet, Peebles.
Yes, sir. Well, sir, quite frankly, we can't use our ropes on this job, then I personally don't want to go.
No, we not, sir.
I mean, it's like asking the French Foreign Legion to go on a job without using those little flaps to keep the sun off.
Yes.
Look, you get bags of other opportunities to use your ropes. We let you practice all day with your ropes. We let you invent new knots for your ropes. We let you take your ropes home at weekends.
Sir, could I make a suggestion, sir?
Ah, it's you, Nobby. Glad to see you back after your operation.
Sir, you say there's no way we can anchor our ropes, but couldn't we anchor them to a chopper?
Well, we could, but not to yours, by the sound of it.
Sir, isn't there a radio mast in the Falkland Islands?
Go on.
Well, couldn't we get the invader to group under there, and then we could tie our ropes to it and come down on it?
Oh, yes, excuse me, would you mind clustering under this radio mast, and so we can get in a decent swoop? Don't talk so bleeding stupid.
They might agree.
Will they bollocks?
How do you know, sir?
Because I've already bloody asked them, that's why I know. Now look, if you go on this mission without your ropes, the next mission we get, I promise you, you will all be issued with a brand new rope.
What, poly fibre with Dacron binding, sir?
Well, okay.
Anti-slip with heat-sealed ends.
That could be arranged.
Pink ones?
Any colour you want, Nobby.
Right,
We're with you!
Hell left this bloody rope here.
Right, this next item, routine, is called insulting the audience. What I do is I don't insult the whole audience. I pick on one person in particular, and I draw attention to their physical disabilities, and I make mock of them, and everybody laughs. Well, I say everybody laughs. Obviously, that's everybody except you. I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm terribly sorry. I can't do this.
Now I'm supposed to come on here and insult this man, and I'm terribly sorry, madam. I am most terribly sorry. I was told to pick on you because you are that particular size, aren't you? Well, I mean, I think even you would admit that you are huge, aren't you? How can you laugh? You're heartless! Heartless! I'm fat! Not as fat as she is, thank God, but I'm fat! I know what it's like! She probably just likes chocolates. I only say that because she's got terrible acne, and I believe that comes if you eat too many chocolates. Life has dealt this woman a hideous blow. And a hideous husband as well, by the look of things. I'm sorry, I'm just assuming that you two are man and woman. Man and wife, I mean. Because if you're not, you two freaks ought to get together because you're made for each other. I would carry her across the threshold as soon as possible. Well, I say carry, I mean shove her across the threshold if you can find a threshold. I'm not talking to you if you don't mind.
Yeah, that is typical of the fascist anti-stout oppression which has been running through this whole show.
No,
anti-stout, anti-stout.
I'm sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen.
We are not huge, we are not dangle bellies, we are not floppy bottoms. We are stout and we are proud.
Yes, this is a member of a fat liberation organisation. Flab, Fat Louts Against Bikinis. And I'm glad he's turned up, actually, because it gives me a chance to use my alternative ad-lib, which I've got written down here somewhere.
This whole theatre is anti-stout. Anti-stout. An ordinary stout comes to this theatre. Look, there are no proper picnic hamper facilities. There's only one short meal break.
What?
It's outrageous.
Why don't you go and sit back in your chair, and we'll get someone to plug it in later on?
Oh, yeah. Have you tried sitting in one of those chairs, have you? Have you tried sitting in one of those chairs? It's like trying to sit in a bowler hat. I can only get one cheek in.
Yeah, well, this is very unpleasant.
We at Flab are now in complete control of this theatre.
Oh, now, this is hardly
a disgrace. What a load of willies! What?
Are you with him at all?
Of course not. You English fat people disgust me.
Because I always feel happier with a pair of tits.
Look at you, you great floppy bottom. When I come to the theatre, I come to be stimulated. If I want to see a heffalump blowing off, I can go to the zoo.
We are not floppy bottoms, we are not heffalumps.
Shut up, you great salami. What are you doing in a theatre? You should be in a pie.
Let's not get involved in this, because I'm trying to give a performance here. If you don't mind.
Performance? What do you English know of a performance? You are so repressed. You cannot see the sexuality that is all around you. Look at this theatre. This theatre is not a theatre. It is an enormous womb.
It may be a big room, mate, but those chairs are tiny.
Womb. It is an enormous vulva. Every night a lot of pricks come in and out. And quite a night on Saturday.
This is entirely irrelevant.
Shut up.
Can I just say
Stop this performance at once. You are all under arrest.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
This is a citizen's arrest by the provisional wing of the National Viewers and Listeners Association, and I must warn
could you sit down, please,
I will
madam?
not sit down. I did not see that last sketch myself, but I am told it was quite obscene.
Who is this cantankerous old buttock?
You see, what you young people don't realize is that by constantly slipping quite casually into bad language, you undermine the meaning of it, and this sort of filth is becoming so common. You don't even realize you are hairy scrotum doing it.
Now this is my idea of a woman. I thrust my knob into your immediate vicinity.
You see, you cannot even open your mouth without a stream of smut coming, I'm coming, don't stop, I'm coming out of it.
I'm going now.
You should all be well hung.
Madam, you have come to the right place. My nuts crave your tickling.
Filth, that is huge wobbling melon's filth.
We are not huge wobbling
Oh, for
melons.
God's sake.
Blasphemy, you see. Day by day, we see the name of the Lord taken in throbbing orifice vein. And if God were here now, he would damn you for that.
I am.
And who is this, please?
Typical. Take my name in vain. You don't need to recognize me when I turn up.
God.
The Lord God Almighty to you, you French bird.
Oh yea, the mighty Lord is come upon us.
Stop whining, woman. Bugger it, missed. I am God. And I want to know, what's the big idea of taking the piss out of me?
We only did it because we thought you didn't exist.
But if I don't exist, what's the point in taking the piss out of me?
We're sorry, we're very sorry.
Sorry. Lot's wife was sorry. And after 2,500 years, she's still being licked by cows. Desmond Wilcox was sorry, but he's still married to Esther Ranson. It's a spot of damnation for you, Lord.
No.
You'll be in everlasting torment.
Oh, no, you don't mean.
Yes. You're all going to have a go at presenting film 82.
Come on, for Christ's sake! Hello, bloody hell, can I out here? Hello? Hello, anybody here? I knew I should have sat down and watched bloody television. Where's the bloody time on the bloody theatre these days? Where's the bloody time? I tell you, the only people who come to the theatre these days are puffs and members of the SDP. You better decide which you are. Not much of a choice, is it? I'm gonna rather be a puff myself. Come on. As for the SDP, well, I don't give a about the SDP. But there are two things, I'm afraid, I just do not bloody understand about the SDP. One, why does Shirley Williams always look as though she's been dragged through a bloody hedge backwards? Secondly, why is Y. Jenkins, that pink-faced, bespectacled old wino, in any bloody position of responsibility whatsoever? I mean, he can't even speak proper. I heard him on television last bloody week talking about high-wanking politicians. Unbelievable. I mean, how can a man like that run the bloody country? It's a bloody disgrace. The SDP, the speech defect party. Hello, anybody here? Mind you, it's a bloody time watching bloody television these days. I was watching a bloody programme last week. I can't remember what's called. A Celebrity Bloody Squares. That was it. What a load of tat. Trotting on all these so-called celebrities. I'd never heard of any of them. I watch television 16 hours a bloody day. And there's only one programme I've ever seen these people on, and that's Celebrity Bloody Squares. It's a fact. It's a fact. And you get exactly the same bloody bunch on that bloody BBC, bloody blankety bonk. With that daft Irish git Terry Wogan who gets up my nose. He gets up my nose too. Right. I hate him. But people say, oh, he's so funny. Oh, he's so talented, Terry. Oh, did you hear Terry Wogan on the radio this morning? He was so funny. Well, I tell you, I've tried to listen to Terry Wogan on the radio in the morning to see if he's got any bloody talent whatsoever. And I've come to the conclusion that he's got about as much talent as a bowl of diarrhea. He is crap. Him and that bloody Jimmy Young. Well, I say young. I mean senile. Silly old git, what a bloody pair. But I tell you, these Terry Wogan fans, if I were you, I wouldn't give them the time of bloody day. If they come up to you and start guessing about Terry Wogan, my advice to you is be firm. All right? Be firm. So if they come up to you and say, oh, did you hear Terry Wogan on the radio? Just but fuck off. It's the only bloody way, I tell you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to interrupt the show momentarily. I guess it's our show, so I guess it's our show to interrupt when we want to. It's been going very well, and I think you've been a nice audience. I really came out to apologise. I'm sorry for what has been from me, at least certainly a very below par performance this evening. There are extenuating circumstances which I wanted to explain. You see, my mother hasn't been very well recently. Thank you very much. Jeez, there's some really sick people in here. When I arrived at the theatre this evening, actually, I heard that she's begun to exhibit the dreadful and debilitating symptoms of Hershey's disease. But what's so funny about this, man? Anyway, it'll be at least prompt
3 weeks.
3 weeks until we know whether she'll recover or not. Anyway, I'm sorry about this prompt, unexpected interruption. But I guess we'll. Soon. Yeah, look, I know soon. That was a pause. Christ's sake, give me credit for at least a glimmer of. Damn, prompt. Intelligence, yes. Anyway, we should be getting another bulletin at 10 o'clock prompt. Prompt, yes. We should be getting another bulletin at 10 o'clock. That's it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to have spoilt the flow of the second half. I didn't want to bring my own personal troubles onto stage. It's not fair on you or anybody else. Could I have a big round of applause, please, for Mr. Barry... Oh, fuck, prompt. Manilow!
Ponderous pounding of the piano is like they're pounding in my heart. And even though the verse has just begun, it's time for the chorus to start. Because I'm wet and lonely, This one's for my very special fans. Thank you. What does a Barry Manilow fan look like? Well, she buys her clothes from C&A, and every day she goes shopping at Tesco's. And it's years since she got her end away. For lunch she has a pot noodle while she's watching Pebble Mill. She dreams of the way things used to be and wishes she was young and Jewish still. She dreams that one day she will marry a strange-looking hook called Barry. His hairless chest, she'll hold to her breast. She'll go crazy when he starts to undress. And when he can't perform at night, she'll put on a record of Barry's type, and everything will be alright. What does a Barry Manilow fan look like? She's not the sort that drives men wild with lust. Her hair looks like a pillow pad. She wears a nylon bra and a truss. At night when she's washing her face pack off and plucking little hairs from her chin, she dreams of the way things used to be and dreams of how things might have been. She dreams that one day she will marry a hook-nosed homo called Barry with bouffant hair and nothing down there and perfumed underwear. And when he can't get it up at night, she'll put on a record of Barry's type, and everything will be alright. Constable Savage.
Oh, yes, sir.
Come here. I'm glad I've caught up with you at last, Savage. I've been hoping to have another of our little get-togethers about your recent behavior. Some of the charges you have been bringing lately, Savage, have, in my humble opinion, been a bloody disgrace.
What charge are they laying, sir?
Well, for instance, this one. Loitering around one of those little tin cubicles with intent to wait for a passport photograph. Savage, perhaps you're not aware of this, but it is not illegal to use a photo booth in this country. Neither is impersonating a member of the general public an offence.
You sure, sir?
Of course I'm sure, Savage. Also, there is no law against failure to report a shaving accident or shopping without due care and attention.
You say so, sir?
Yes, I do say so, Savage. Didn't the community policing course teach you anything?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, I was forgetting. Being in charge of a motor vehicle whilst under the influence of Haile Selassie. Savage, some of these charges are just plain stupid. Crossing the street to avoid me. Is this some sort of sick joke, Savage?
No, sir.
And we have some more here. Living in a residential area during the hours of darkness. Living dangerously and willfully continuing to live after being asked to stop by a police officer. In short, Savage, in the space of 18 months since I last had the pleasure of your company, you have brought 2,354 ridiculous, trumped-up and ludicrous charges.
Yes, sir.
Against the same man, Savage. Your old friend and mine, Mr. Winston Kadogo of 55 Mercer Road. Leave the man alone, Savage. Look, do you get some kind of perverted pleasure from going around inflicting misery on people?
Yes, sir.
I've just come from the station now. Mr. Kadogo was back in his old cell, of course, being held on a charge of grievous bodily odor. Are you aware, Savage, that Mr. Kadogo is of Caribbean extraction?
Is he, sir? I thought he was a nignog. He smells like an eggnog, sir.
Rubbish, Savage! He's an exceedingly fragrant gentleman. And before you arrest him for fragrancy, this has got to stop. Why don't you arrest someone else for a change?
I am, sir.
Oh, yes, I was forgetting. Mrs. Bodicea Kadogo, Mr. Nelson Kadogo, and Master Wellington Kadogo. Aged
3. At 4 a.m. last Thursday morning, you broke down the door of Mr. Kadogo's house and arrested his wife for talking after lights out. 2 days later, you broke through the window while the family were having breakfast and arrested his infant son, Wellington, for breaking and entering a boiled egg.
When they look up, I go in their eye. Come on, yeah. And your rag bag wife. Come on, yeah. And your way of life. Come on, yeah. And your spending cuts. Come on, yeah. Kick you in the nuts. I go up west every night. Go down to the pub and look for a fight. I have 10 loggers, have 10 more. I jump up and down, I'm sick on the floor. Come on, yeah. 'Cause you're far too old. Come on, yeah. 'Cause your hands are cold. You're a stupid old strain. Go, hey, 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 Sex is boring.